All right, everybody. How are you, Mr. Salinas? How was everybody?
All right, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. If I was any better, I'd be Mr. John Garcia. I'm doing
Uh,
good.
how are you, Mr. Salinas? Well, we're gonna about to start pretty much with how to start your Groove Card with Print on Demand. In just a moment, we're actually going to be looking to do a lot of crazy things today. We have the announcement that I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, and Mr. Salinas have a surprise for us as well in how to use certain things in Printful, how to set up a product, and how to do some different things. So it's going to be a very interesting, um, event today. So, Mr. Salinas, everything else, how's life going for you?
I'm doing good. Everything's good. A little under the weather, so you might hear me a little nasally, guys, but I'm okay. So everything's good. So if I gotta blow my nose or something or sneeze, just I'll mute myself and do
And
what I
just
gotta do, and then I'll come back.
you just jump that wall behind you, and we won't be able to hear you, right?
Yeah, I think it's allergies or something like that. So I'm fine actually. I'm good. Just sound kind of weird. That's all.
All right. Now, by the way, guys, if you want us to identify you whenever you post a comment or you interact with us, please do yourself a favor and go into this link, streamyard.com/Facebook, so you can give permission to StreamYard to identify you and actually get to interact with us so we can know you by name. And just as a little bit of an update, the winner of last week's domain actually picked it up. Anthony, he emailed me out. He contacted me, and the domain now is pushed to his account. So hopefully he's here today, and he's gonna tell us that he gonna just got the domain, and he's gonna be able to open a really cool rug store with, I believe, his TeeLaunch.
TeeLaunch.
So
Yeah, for sure. So
awesome.
before we get started, just let us know where you're tuning in from. We just want to get an idea of where people are tuning in from. That way, we'll give people that usually join us another minute or two. So just put in the chat where you're tuning in from. What part of the world are you in? Or maybe you're in outer space. We don't know. Let's see. Just let us know where you're coming from. And then we're going to get started. I'm going to let John take the lead. And then after John and a couple questions, then we'll jump into what I'm going to show you to do with Printful.
Right. So, guys, what we want to do now is for anybody that is out there, just let us know where you're tuning from. Number one, number two, we're gonna have a couple of things that were announced. I believe it was 4 weeks ago. So we're gonna give you the rundown on a very special feature that a lot of people requested, and is finally coming to the light. So it is coming now into mass production. Most people might have seen it already. So we will definitely be able to showcase that today. We'll show you how it works in a very simple manner. Then we're going to have a more detailed training as we go along, as we test it. Remember, everything that we do, guys, it will be tested before it's released in GrooveKart. But then again, it only makes it perfect when you interact with each of the actual updates that we do, like the affiliates, like the one that I want to showcase today, which is the recurring payments, guys. So recurring payments are here, and we're going to be able to test that out for you, and then you can use it in a couple of ideas. And I'll be also discussing a couple of ideas that we want to make sure that you guys understand the dynamics. So, Frank, I guess I don't see a lot of names here. I see
Yeah, that
Alexander.
must be watching from different parts, different views instead of Facebook or something like that. That's okay. So we got Dwight from England. Alexander, where are you from? If not, we'll go ahead and get rocking and rolling. No
I think
problem.
Alexander hails from Canada. If it's the Alexander Velichko that I always talk to. So, Alexander, Dwight, it's always a pleasure to have you here. And again, if you're just new here, if you're tuning in, don't forget to actually use this link right here. Let me just show it back here in the banners so we know who you are. Remember, it's very important. So if you win a prize or if you interact with us, so we know your name, and therefore we can interact in a more, in a more open manner, because
Yeah,
it's hard to communicate with somebody that it says Facebook user.
yeah,
So
yeah. So we got Athens, Tennessee. We got Houston. Alexander's in Houston by way of Toronto. We got Jay in Springfield. We got Andrew Phillips is excited about the recurring. Roy's
all
from
right.
Florida. We got Florida in the house. We got Tina says she loves these calls, so that's cool. Awesome. So we got some interaction going, so that's good. So we're going to show you two different things, and hopefully, if we have time, do a Q&A. we do our best to try to stay under an hour and a half so that people don't fall asleep on us or anything like that.
Right.
So let's get rocking and rolling.
All right, so let's get started. You want to start with your part and then I'll do mine, or you want me to start?
Yeah, let's go into it. What I'm going to show you guys is how to use a feature that we have. It was released a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to use this as a time to train on how to do it. And John, I think what we'll do is when I share my screen, how about you take us both out so that maybe we can repurpose this little section for training just for that section. So I'm going to, Alexander said, what's up? Oh, geez. Yeah. Original Groovesters. That's right. Montreal, Facebook user coming in from Montreal. We got London. All right. So we're going to get started right now. I'm going to show you how to use a feature that we have in Printful now for Printful templates. So I'm going to share my screen and then we'll get rocking and rolling. I'm going to log into our store that we use for this training and then show you what's going on. So let me hit share screen.
Awesome. And I forgot to bring my water. But it's okay. So let's I'm gonna bring you to the stream and let me know when you're ready so I can bring it in.
All right. Go ahead. I'm ready.
All right, perfect. Now we're gonna just make sure that you guys see the full screen so you have a full view of everything else that Mr. Felinos is doing. Also, don't forget, guys, take notes. I mean, it's important that you always take notes, even though these are recorded. It's always good to have notes when you're interacting with the platform so you know what to do instead of watching and replaying and stopping a video. So don't forget to take notes.
Perfect. So what I'm going to do, and by the way, guys, just so you know, I'm going to show you my voice. My throat is kind of scratchy, so I might have to take a drink of water here and there. But let's get started with showing you what we can do with Printful. We have now a way for you to set up product templates. So let me show you. So if you go to we're in My Cat Swag, the store that John and I have been building out for this training series. We're going to go to Products, POD, and Drop Shipping, which stands for Print on Demand. And then we're going to click on Printful. And there's a new section. If you click on the cog, you will see this new section in the app. Product templates. Okay, so there's no templates found, but I'm going to show you today how to make a template so that when you set up more of the same item, you can save time. All right, so that's kind of cool. So we're just going to get going. All you're going to do is go to the app from My Products, Print on POD and Drop Shipping, click on Printful, click on Product Templates, click New Template, and now we're going to choose. I'm going to be bouncing from here to Printful, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So let's go to Printful. And let's see what kind of shirt this is right here. So if I click on edit, this is what? This is a unisex staple t-shirt Bella. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this, guys. Identical. And you're going to see why in a second. Why? Because this is the staple shirt. It's unisex. It goes for both men and women. And it's soft material. I think it's the one that we use for a lot of our Groove t-shirts. I think it's the one that I have on. So I'm going to use this one to show you how to use these templates. So I'm going to go here, copy this inside of Printful. Then I'm going to go here, and guess what I'm going to do? Hey, I'm just going to copy and paste and call it the same thing. So that, why would I do that? Simple. If I have a store, and let's say I'm all about funny fishing shirts. Well, I'm going to set up multiple different shirts with different designs and different words and sayings on them. And most of them are going to be t-shirts along with maybe long sleeve and hoodies. And maybe we have something different like a sticker. Maybe we have a water bottle. Maybe we have a backpack. It doesn't matter. So, but I know for sure I'm going to have a lot of shirts. So you're going to set up this template so that you can save a lot of time. So watch this. So we're going to do something here. So short description and full description. What does that mean? Well, if we go into My Cat Swag, right? I'm going to go again right here. And I'm going to open a new tab and then show you where these correspond. So if I go to My Products, under My Products, I'm going to open up one of these sample products. And I'm going to open up one of the ones that we used before, so that you can see how we would do this. So let's go to this. No, not the V-neck. We have Oh, home is where the cat is. Let's just go with the V-neck. Okay, so if I go to edit this, you'll see where these fields correspond. So if I go to descriptions, we have summary product and then we have full product. So if we go into the app where we're setting up this template, we have short description, full description. So this is the full and this is a summary. In this case, this is the short, this is the full. So the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, copy this, Control C. I'm going to go here and Control V. Okay. And then instead of saying V-neck, I'm just going to say shirt. Now, why would I do this, Frank? Simple. You're going to set up a template so that when you set up more designs, you can save what? Save time. So now we're going to go here. Now, this is the full description. So I'm setting up this shirt. It's a Bella canvas, right? So I need to know what that description is. So what do? We can go to product info right here inside of Printful. And here's the description. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go here. And as you can see, this is the description of the product to you as the user of Printful. So they're talking to you as a store owner. So things like this, where it's just blank product sourced from Guatemala, I would not include that so that my customer sees that, right? I would not include this product is made on demand, no minimums. That's wording and verbiage for us as store owners. So what I do is typically I'll just copy everything without even looking, and then I'll think about it once I put it over here. So what I do is I go and I paste it, and then I say, well, you know what? That doesn't pertain to the customer. This does not pertain to the customer. And then let me show you what else I do. I read it because sometimes there's words or sentences in here that pertain to us, the vendor, us, the seller, I should say, that works with Printful. So let's read this. The unisex staples t-shirt feels soft and light, just the right amount of stretch. It's comfortable and flattering for all. We can't compliment this shirt enough. It's one of our crowd favorites, and it's sure to be your next favorite too. So this is fine. I can leave it as is. There are other products that have wording that say something like, dazzle your customers with, vibrant designs on your blah, blah, blah. So I would take that sentence out. Okay. So now tags. What tags am I going to use? Well, this is a shirt. So I like to keep my tags plural and related to what that is, so that later I could use it on menus if I wanted to do make mega menus and things like that. So I'm going to hit enter, and it's shirts. So if I was setting up mugs, I would add the word mugs, right, for the template. Okay. And then we're going to say size chart. We're going to actually make our own size chart. Okay. So if you go like this, it gives you a t-shirt and hoodie size chart. But I can tell you right now, I don't know if this is the right size chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own. Okay. So what I'm going to show you is how to do that. So you can also choose a brand. So in this case, we're just going to choose no brand. And then the default category. This is a staple Bella shirt. It's unisex. So let's see what categories. Now remember, we're using my cat swag, so we don't have like a bunch of actual categories we're going to go with, but let's see what we have here. We have accessories, stickers, ebooks, men's clothing, women's hoodies. So we don't have women's clothing yet, but I wouldn't even put it in there. So I'm just going to leave it under home for now, and then I can edit that on my own when I set up other products. So with that being said, if I added the t-shirt size chart, we could add it. Now watch this. So I'm going to go add template. Okay. And it's thinking. And then if we go to product templates, we can edit. We added that as a template, right? Now we can add a size chart. Now it let me pick one, but I'm going to show you what I do because I have to get with the developers. What we're going to do to help you is we're going to add some size charts in here for you by default. But I'm going to show you the simplest, most easiest way to add your own size chart. So are you ready? So watch this. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to add a table. So let's go to right here, and we're going to go. There's a link in here. See where it says print file? It says see full guidelines, tips, and videos. Now that will pertain to this product. So watch what happens. When I click it, it takes me to this page, and you're going to see a little link that says size guide. Now there's a couple steps here, but it's not a big deal. So watch this. I'm going to copy that. Sorry, click on it. And then if I click, it says size chart. So watch this ninja thing right here. Watch this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this and copy this. Control C. Okay, now let's do a little test. Okay, I did this the other day, and bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. I mean, it was just like easy as pie. So I'm going to go like this, and I can bring this in a little bit, and then go like so. All I did was copy and paste. And let me see if I can bring it in. There we go. So what could I do? Now, when I did this, now depending on where you're at in the country, I mean, in the world, you might want to use centimeters. So what I'm going to do is watch this. I'm just going to say, well, this is inches. So on here, I'm just going to say, now, does that take care of that? I think so. So now that's it. How cool is that? Okay. So we are going to go through, I think the top 10 apparel products and add the size charts in here for you. But in this case, I'm showing you how to do it on your own. So you can actually just not have anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select t-shirt because I'm interested to see what it does. Okay. Now it says here undefined. So I will make note of that. And let's just go again with shirts. I'm going to leave t-shirt as the size chart. And I'm going to see what happens. So let's save. Now I'm done, right? It's in there. I'm not going to mess with it. So now watch. You have edit, delete. But we know we've made this template. So now watch this. I'm going to go into Printful, and I'm going to make a product. So watch this. So I'm going to create a product, and I'm going to use one of our, I'm actually going to go here and search for the product. Hopefully, there we go. There it is. Watch this. And so now I'm going to drop a design. So I'm going to use one of our art files right here. And I see that John's favorite character is here, but we're not going to use that one. We're going to use this one right here. And there it goes. So now I'm not going to go into how to use this, to design or anything like that. I mean, you could center it and move it around and things like that if you need to. This right now, I'm going to go over the template. So what you could do here is you could select the colors. In this case, I'm just going to use 2 colors, okay, for this training. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue. And I'm going to call this Life is Better with Cats. So I'm just going to call it Life is Better. Okay, short sleeve. And then I like capitalizing the first word of everything. Okay, and then I'm going to add sizes. And you're going to see where all this comes together in just a second. So then we're going to hit Save Product Template. Now, we have that there, right? So now I'm going to click Add to Store. So now I select the sizes, proceed to mockup. And then I'm just going to use the ones without the person. I don't like their head cut off. That's just me. So I'm going to use the flat mockup. Perfect. Proceed. And then that looks good. The title. Proceed to pricing. Now, we're not going to do any training on this other than I'm just going to increase this. Okay, so let's just increase this. Let's see. What do we charge? Retail price is 15. What are we charging? Let's see what this does. They just changed this interface, actually. This wasn't like this before. So there we go. So we're just charging $24.95 We're making hardly anything on these. You know, obviously we could go increase these by a couple bucks. Let's do by like 3, 2, like so. Okay, a little bit like that. We're just gonna save it. I just want you to see what's done after that. So now we've added this new product to the store, right? So now what do? We're in Printful. Let me just show you one more time. You go here, POD and drop shipping. Click on learn more. Click the cog or little wheel, whatever you call it. Product search. Now we just pushed it, right? We just added it to the store. Product search, and I hit search. I don't even have to type anything. There it is right here. Bam. Now, what I see, this little thing here, I like to actually wait till I see the thumbnail. What I'm going to require of our development team is I want to see some sort of little timer, some sort of little, maybe a hourglass, something so that you, the user, will know when it's ready to import. So in this case, I'm just going to wait here, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit product search again. And until I see that thumbnail, I'm not going to do anything. So let's see. It shouldn't take long. There it is. So now that I see that thumbnail, I, as a user, know, hey, I think it's good. So now I'm going to add to my store. So now, on the next screen, we should be able to choose a template. Haha. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Nice.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Let's see. All right. Now, I see one little thing here. Not a big deal. So what we'll report this to the development team that it didn't carry over the tag. Not a big deal. So I will just have to recreate a new training, and an official training, I should say. And we won't use this one for official training, but this is training, but you know what I'm saying. So as you can see, there is no brand, right? We don't have a Cat Swag brand or anything like that. But what I'm seeing here is I don't see the size chart. Do you?
No, I don't see it.
I don't see it either. So let's do one thing, guys. I'm not going to add it yet. Let's go see if maybe I did. Maybe I got too excited and I did not set up this template properly. So let's see. Maybe it passes it through after you push it to the store. Maybe. We'll see. It's not there. That's okay. So let's do one more thing. Let's hit t-shirt. And I'm just going to not even bother with the tag. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to review it and see if it did anything. And if it's not, then I'm going to manually add that table again like I did. No problem. It's not there. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do this one more time. And we're going to add a table. So in this case, we need a table that is like this. 3 columns, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deep. 10 rows, I should say. So watch this. Watch this. All you got to do is you go insert, table, 3 columns, and then 10 rows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It even tells you that right there. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So what are we looking at? We're looking at this. Size, length, and chest. Now, if I copy this, I wonder if it works. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just testing out. If not, we can actually manually do that. I think I messed it up. So I'm going to show you how to do it manually. So if you go back here, insert, table, a 3x10. Okay. And we said it's what? Size, length, chest. Now, this is actually setting it up like so. We got extra small, small, medium, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to say extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, right? Is that it? Let's double check. Yes. 2x, 3x, 4x. Okay. All I'm doing is clicking the down arrow keys, guys. That's all I'm doing. Very simple. You can manually do this instead of copying and pasting. I try to, let me just be honest. I try to take a shortcut. So let's just go in order. It's 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30. It's all one apart, right? 27, 28. So I'm just going to go down the list. Double check. I did it right. Yes. Let's see if I have that right. Show do. All right. Now this one, I'm going to actually copy. I'm just going to copy this one. It copied over pretty easily. Now, we're going to do this. We're doing this live, of course. Oh, what happened? Okay, so it didn't do it. Let's just type it. I don't want to. I'm copying and pasting and didn't like that. So,
yeah, sometimes when you try to copy and paste things like that, it might not just copy as well.
Yeah, it's copying over the styles, I believe, of the website.
Yeah, correct.
38 to 41. So I'm just showing you this way. The good thing is, guys, once you spend the time to do this once and it's set up, I made the 42 to 45. It's set up, then you'll be able to assign a template to that same style. 46 to 49. And that'll actually save you a lot of time. Because before, Printful hasn't made it the easiest with GrooveKart. And we get it. The integration has not been as robust as it would be with other systems. So we've done what we could to make it work. So there it is. So if we go here and we look at that, it's the same sizes, 31, 34, 38, 42, 46, etc. We have it there. Now, if you wanted to, you could even go here. You know, we could go and make it bold. Okay. Now, what is this for? Well, this is for people to see, well, am I more of a extra large or am I a 2X? You know, am I 4X? Whatever. So they can look at that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try this one more time. We don't have a brand, you know, and that's it. So I'm going to remove this tag and we're going to hit enter. Now, see one more thing. I personally like my text black. This is more of a gray. That's just a little pet peeve of mine. And don't worry, that's my deal. So now it's all black. All right. So now I'm going to hit save. So now, let's go in here. I'm almost scared to look in here, but let's see what happens, John. Let's see if I review this. Did it do what I wanted it to do? Wow, didn't do that. Okay, no problem. So what we're going to do is we're still going to assign it. So we have a minor bug. The developers assured me everything was fine, but that's okay. Things happen. So we're just going to add it and assign it. And I'm going to show you how it still saved me time. Because let's say for whatever reason, it's a bug right now. It worked when I saw our developer show me. So I don't know what happened between now and then, but that's okay. Even with that table not actually showing up, it still saves me time because if I go like this, boom, look, it's already there. So I'm not even going to bother adding that table again here. I'm going to do it on the product side when we edit it. So I'm just going to hit add product. So we got the text added as a template. For some reason, that table was not saving. So that's okay. Things happen live, and that's why it's live. That's okay.
Yes.
But we did carry over this. So if I just go to preview, you know, hey, we're almost there. Look, it took
yeah, the majority of yes.
So that's the main thing that when you're doing this in Printful a few weeks ago, I mean, you had to copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So that if you go and you wanted to set up a bunch of unisex t-shirts, you now have that template. So now what we can do is we can go in here and edit this And now let me try it one more time. So that's not a big deal. Max will probably see that and probably slap the developer that was just kidding. He ain't going to do that. He's going to show them that we had an issue, and it's not a big deal. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do it one more time. But this time, I'm going to do what I tried to do earlier, and I'm just curious if it works, guys. You know me. I like being a little bit of a rebel. I mean, because look how fast that was. I just copy and pasted. So let's save. Oh, yeah, I made a boo-boo. I should have known better. I got to pick a different default category. So
yeah, I was about to say that, yes.
in this case, I'm just going to choose best deals for now. We'll actually do the real categories. But for now, let's save that. And I'm not going to edit any of this other stuff yet. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go to finish, and I'm going to publish. And I just want to see if that table carried over. Because if it did, I mean, that's pretty cool. So let's see. I mean, come on. Boom. So all I did was, how cool is that? You just go. Let me show you again. I'm going to show you how to find it one more time because this is important, because then if not, you're going to get stuck. So if I go to products and I go to women's clothing, let's say we're doing a ladies V-neck. I'm going to show you where to find that information. So let's say we're doing the relaxed Bella canvas t-shirt, right? Actually, no, let's do the V-neck. Sorry. Unisex V-neck. Now, I'm going to show you. If I were setting this up as a template, what would I do? Well, Frank, I would do this first. I would go into Printful in the app. And I'm not going to run through the whole thing, but I'm going to show you one more time how to do it. That way you have the power to set up this template on your own for other products. So I'm going to go here. And then into Printful. And we're just going to repeat this one step so you can see exactly how to do this. Because even though the size chart didn't carry over, that's okay. You're still saving time. So watch this. I'm going to hit new template. I pasted that one. So now the short description, that can be ad copy. So I could just say this V-neck makes a great gift. Okay. And then if you wanted to, you could add other. This is just a very simple sample text / ad copy that you could use. Okay. Now we want the full product description. That's the product itself. So I'm going to show you where to get the size guide, which would be right here, right? And you click on size chart. So we agreed that if you just copy this, it might push through. Now, I'm going to attempt it one more time. Okay, that is kind of cool, but it might not push through. So either way, I entered a couple times, and I'm on this product. So where is the information of the product? If you scroll down, there's all this bling here. I wouldn't suggest copying all that. But there's the description at the bottom. You see that? Now, remember I said that there was words that are talking to you, the product owner, the store owner. That is this stuff like here. Blank sourced, no minimums. I'm just going to copy all this. And I'm going to stop at shoulder-to-shoulder taping. I'm going to go back in here. And I'm going to paste that. Like all I did was Control-C. Boom. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to make this black like I did the other one. Okay. Nothing crazy. And then I read this to make sure it's not wording that's speaking to me, the vendor. The classic V-neck cut of this shirt combined with a bold see this right here? Combined with a bold or minimalistic design. Who's that speaking to? That is speaking to you, the supplier of your store, right? It's talking to you, the GrooveKart owner. So I would take this out. So instead, I would say I would say R. Watch, this is how simple. R, classic, V-neck. Is the perfect piece for workwear and casual outfits. When it comes to any cat lover. Boom. That's it. That's it. Okay, so it makes perfect sense. So now I got this. I copy and pasted. Is there a chance that this might not paste over? Save. Yes, there is. But we're just gonna assume that it is, and I'm gonna hit add template. And if it didn't, at least it adds the text. And again, this is why I'm gonna have to make an official training on this later. Just this video. Once the developers look at this. So here's the product template. So this is the V-neck. Ah, look at that. It did save it. So now let's do a V-neck real quick, guys, just so you can see. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but let's just do it one more time. And let's do this V-neck. So I'm going to go to the dashboard. And then I'm going to show you one more time very quickly a V-neck. So we're going to go to product templates. And we're going to set up the same design. We're going to click create. And then we're going to say V-neck. Hopefully it shows up. It did not. Okay, how about V-neck? I didn't do it. Okay, let's just go to women's. All women's. Bear with me here. And then we're going to go to t-shirts. All right. By the way, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. The 3005, correct? We're going to click this. And we're going to drop that image. And it's already saved because we have it here. I'm going to put this a little bit higher up. Okay. And will it work with white? It sure will. That's kind of cool design because it works with either or. Ain't that something? So, all right, let's keep going. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hit continue. And then we're going to say, what is it? Life is better. So I'm just going to call it life is better. Unisex, short sleeve, V-neck t-shirt. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to change it up for this training. I'm just going to say short sleeve V-neck. Okay. Because a V-neck is a t-shirt. So anyway, so here we go. So I'm going to save this product template. Now I'm going to push it to the store. All right, add to store. And then we go through the similar process. I'm going to use the flat mockups. Proceed to details. Everything's good. In this case, we're gonna set this to, I don't know, let's just do $26.95. There we go. Okay, and then save product. Now it's adding the new product. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. I'm excited the fact that this saved it. Okay, I don't know what I did different, but I'm gonna play around with this to find out what it was so that we can help our developers. But it did save it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to click the back link right here, and then I'm gonna hit product search, and I hit search. There it is, but I'm waiting for the what? The handy dandy thumbnail to show, and I don't see it yet. So let me hit search again. Actually, I don't think it'll do that. I'll have to refresh. Do product search again. And I'm waiting to see that thumbnail because then I feel confident in being able to push it. So it usually takes, from my experience, about 2 minutes before it shows. I've just done that as a user to ensure that I have all the variants carried over from Printful when I do the add to my store action when I click this. So let me just click it one more time. And I do have slated for the developers to add some sort of notification for you as a user to know whether you can continue so that you don't import something and it's not ready. So there's the thumbnail. It's, to me, the green light. I'm going to click add to my store. Excuse me. And we said it was a V-neck, correct? So there it is. So John, what do you think about that? Now we see this little bug, not a big deal. We'll get that fixed. But what do you think about that? You think that's going to save some time from copying and pasting and things like that?
Not only that, but the product description, everything else will look way better because it's organized, it's simple, it's to the point, and it saves you time. And I think most importantly, everyone will believe at this point when they're starting a store that time is of the essence. So yes. Certainly the time saving factor is great when it comes to use tools that they already have action on it. And yes. When I mean action on it, it's like all that you have to do is copy paste them, and then just fill it up with what you need to fill it. So I think that is a great way to save time. And it also shows one key factor in e-commerce that a lot of people undermine. It makes the page look professional.
Yes.
Why? Because you're offering an extra tool for your users, for the people that are going to buy from your store, to find the right information in a single step. Like, because instead of having them guess like, oh, how big is the XL, or how big is the large, or how big is the medium, everything will be right in one spot. So that's basically a big saving time feature, and very good for your customers when it comes to getting the information that they need.
Awesome. So I hit add to product, and so now, boom, it's in the process. Now, keep in mind, when you do this and you see this green, you might very well go into your product and you might see images missing. It's doing it in the background, so it might take a minute or so, maybe two, to push through all the variants and colors, especially if you chose to set up a product with, say, 5 different t-shirt colors and things like that. So if I go to preview, now it's just taking a little bit because I'm sharing screens and things like that. But I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look so much? I mean, it looks good, don't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks very good, actually. It looks very organized. It looks very clean. But more importantly, besides of how it looks, the information is what you need to have very clear.
yeah.
Like, this is the size in inches for the small size. The length is 26 and a quarter. The chest is 31 to 34. That's pretty much the information that your customers might definitely want to see, because that's the size that they were looking for.
Yeah.
So and remember, you avoid a couple of things with this. When you provide that information, you avoid, let's say, an order that, oh, I ordered this, but it was too small because I didn't know how big it was.
Nice.
Oh, I ordered an L, but no, I needed an XL. So you avoid a lot of those returns, those undesirable returns that we're going to have, that they're unavoidable in this business. But if you minimize that risk, it will be better for your store.
Yes. And so here we know this thing exists. We'll get that fixed. No problem. So in this case, I'm just going to say shirts like that. I'm going to add a default category that's other than home. And of course, this training is just showing you how to use a template to save time. And so now we could just go to finish. And again, we typically would go through each one of these steps, but we're not going to cover that. We've covered that actually a couple times in other training series for this GrooveKart setting up of my cat swag. So I encourage you to, if you haven't already, go to our YouTube channel, type in groove.cm, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the little notification bell, so that when anyone goes live, whether it's John Garcia, myself, David Lemon, Simon Leong, a number of trainers, when we go live, you'll be the first to know. You'll get the notification, and you can go there. And when you go to our YouTube channel, you can go and search the actual channel itself and search for videos on GrooveKart to find past trainings. So that is the Printful template, and I'm going to stop sharing. Now we have that little bug, not a big deal. That little bug will be fixed, guarantee you. I will show our lead developer so we can get that fixed. And it looks like we have some questions, Mr. John.
Yeah, actually, yes. I've been following the questions as you were talking, Frank. Very interesting situation there. And I love the fact that you covered a lot of things in literally 31 minutes, actually 40 minutes. But it's important, guys, because it will save us a lot of time. So that's the more important part. Now, let's take a look at the questions, because I did see here that we have a couple of questions that may not be related to what we were talking about. But the first one was, is Teespring working? Yes, I did check right now, and everything seems to be working with Teespring.
Teespring?
And I'm sorry, yeah, Teespring must be working. You mean Printful? Printful was working. I did check Printful and TeeLaunch.
Yeah.
Teespring might be working. We don't know.
Yeah, so, we don't have an app for Teespring, though.
Yeah, we don't have an app for Teespring. So, and yes, Nancy, we do see your name, so you don't worry about it, because now we see Nancy Rios. And so Alexander asked, what is the best way to fulfill a shirt as a free gift with another product?
Oh, this is cool.
That's a question that I know you would love to answer.
Coupon code. Let me show you real quick. I'm going to share my screen. So let's go. I'm going to share my screen one more time. And this is actually kind of cool. Let me show you. Let me give you an idea how you would do that. Let's say you're selling something that's $99 and you only pay $29 to fulfill it, and you're making a $70 profit, and you want to make it extra juicy for the person to to take action. Well, you could do just that, Alexander, and give a free gift like a shirt with the use of a coupon code. So let me show you. Watch this. This is cool. So share screen, and you guys are going to like this. So if I go here, and then John, you can add me in. So watch. So what I'm going to do is, let's say we have this here for the cats decal, right? So let me show you. In this case, let's say they get this free sticker. Okay. Now it's not that great of a sticker, but that they get that for free with any purchase of a t-shirt of $19.95 or greater. Okay. Why? Well, because the sticker is only going to cost me $3.50 to fulfill. Okay. And I'm trying to get them to buy stuff, right? So watch this. So if I go to coupon codes, right? Products, discounts. Excuse me, I have to cough 1 second.
Man, you gotta cover that. Is that allergies, my friend? You want some Benadryl or?
I'm okay. I think I need to make myself a hot toddy or something with some Jack Daniels or something. I'll be okay. Some honey, some Jack Daniels will be good. Okay, just kidding. All right, so let's see here. So we're gonna say free sticker. All right, we're just gonna keep it simple, guys. I don't like to complicate stuff for the most part. My ex-wife might say something different, but just kidding. All right, so free sticker. That's the coupon code, right? And so you're going to say free. So I'm just going to say this. And again, free sticker as a gift, okay? So this is the coupon code. So what is the condition? Well, let's just make this. First of all, I like to put this out at least a year or something so I don't forget. Don't do it for 30 days because let's say you start running traffic hot and heavy, and next thing you know, the 30 days goes by and you're adding more campaigns, you're testing more stuff, and the thing stops working. So, I mean, you can ask John Garcia, I usually put this out like a long time because I don't want to fool with it later. You know what I mean? Now, the amount, we don't have a minimum amount. Now, for this one, you should because you're giving them a free gift. So let's just say you're making the minimum amount $19.95. I wouldn't sell shirts that cheap nowadays. I would actually sell them for more. Let's say the minimum amount is they got to buy one shirt. One shirt, let's just say it's going to cost $24.95. Okay. So how many available? Well, let's just be optimistic here and let's make it for 1,000. Or if you're really optimistic, you start running traffic from TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, freaking YouTube, Google, whatever. I make it to where you don't have to go back and find out through email that for some reason it stopped working because you were thinking like this. Now, is there a time and place for total available only 10? Yes. Like, for instance, today, if we were to give away, I don't know, $50 at the Groove Gear store, then for the first 10 people or something, that would make sense. But for the most part, no, you want the availability to be, for as many people that want to do it as possible because, listen, you want to make sales. So you don't want to hinder their ability to give you money for your stuff. Okay. How many do we want? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll come back and order something for their mom the next day or their sister the next day. Right. So compatibility with other discounts. No, I don't do that. But I'm going to show you something else. Watch this. I want this to be exclusive, so I'm not going to make it compatible with anything else. But what I am going to do is on actions, look at this. Boom. All right. And then what are we going to do? How about we make this a double whammy? Save 5. How about this? Save 10% and get a free sticker with any t-shirt order equal to, or with any order equal to $24.95 and above. So what does that mean? If they go add 2, 3, 4, 5 shirts, they're going to get a free gift. And you're giving them 10% off, and you're giving them a sticker. Retails for $9.99. They don't know that you pay, $1 for the sticker and $2.50 to fulfill. So it still, to me, sounds like a good perceived value. Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to send them a free gift. So what are we going to do? We're going to type in here. What was that product? Let's see. Here for the cats or something like that, right?
Yeah, and Frank, have in mind that what Alexander wanted to actually ask is how we can fulfill this shirt. So are we selling the free shirt as a
Right.
gift?
It's the same premise. So watch
The
what
same
happens.
premise. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm using
I got confused. So I'm like,
yeah. I'm using the sticker as an example because to me, if I'm selling something, I want to not offer them. We don't have a scooter or something high value here that I could make the shirt for free. See what I'm saying?
right.
So,
Okay.
so you would offer a shirt if you're selling them something that you're making a good profit on, so that you don't feel bad or don't worry about giving them a shirt. In this case, I'm using the sticker as an example, but for Alexander, it would, in your case, would be a shirt. But always make sure whatever they're buying on the front end is going to give you a nice chunk of change, so you don't worry about giving them that shirt for free. Okay, so I'm using the decal as the example, but in your case, you would use the shirt, and it would be the same method. So you go here, you give it a name, and you give it a description. The conditions, I'm putting it far out. I'm saying they got to spend this much. In your case, if you're giving a shirt away, I would make it something where they got to spend, I don't know, a lot of money, because you got to pay. Think about it. The shirt, it's going to be at least $12.50 or more if you're doing Tscape. If you're doing Printful, it's probably going to be more like $16. Okay. So you want to make sure that you account for that, and you don't give away a shirt for if they buy a mug, because that wouldn't make sense. You know, if they buy a mug, your profit's only about $10 to $15. And if you give away the shirt, you're breaking even. Now, if you have an evil plan to just get a lot of buyers in the door, then that makes sense, because maybe you're going to give them a bunch of upsells in the back end. Hey, maybe that's what Alexander's thinking. So, but in this case,
So matter of fact, it is, Frank. He just made a comment. I want to just show it here right in front of everybody. That he says, good example, completely makes sense. I will agree that giving away a shirt works financially for a high value item, which is exactly what I'm doing. So I guess we're
perfect.
giving him the right kind of we're giving the right kind of idea. So that's perfect.
Okay, cool. So in this case, let's just do this. Let's see if let's just do a shirt instead. Okay, let's do life is better, and I'm going to change that. Watch this. So I'm going to go information and just say free shirt. And that's it. And then free, so that we can help him specifically right here on the fly. We're just going to call it, if they use this coupon code, it's all going to make sense in a second. So let's just say they need to spend $99. And I'm going to make, watch it. I'm going to make something right now on the fly, just so y'all can see what I'm thinking. And I'm going to say, you know what? You get 10% off and you get a free shirt. And we're going to send them a free gift. And available combinations is all this. So I don't think you have to pick one. So I'm just, wait, you know what? That's the thing. See, because there's more than one variant, this just spits out a product to the order itself and adds it as a line item. That's the only thing. Now, here's what I think you could do. You could do this. This is now, because of the limitation here, you can only choose one variant. So let's just say it's medium. When you get this order and they redeem that coupon code, it's going to make that order include only the medium black shirt for Life is Better. So there's no real workaround unless you did this. It would not be automated, though. I'm just thinking in my head. You would have to make a manual t-shirt product, make it manual, and then you would enable order notes, and you would have to state on there, on checkout, please mention the size t-shirt you need in the order notes. And then you would have to make that order manual. So this is why it works better with items like a sticker or something that doesn't require sizing. So like a mug, or like a mug. Let's say you made a product that was an 11-ounce mug. I would make that a gift, because then you don't have to worry about sizing. It's an 11-ounce mug. With a shirt, you have variants because each size is different. That's where you could run into problems.
Right.
Does that make sense to you, Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, no, actually, absolutely. And I think that what Alexander was asking, he was right on the dot. And I think with this example, it might be a little bit clearer how to do it in GrooveKart, which ultimately does what he wants to do. But I think for the sake of time, let's just move forward with a couple of other questions. And Alexander, if you have any other things that you can actually run by with us, I see that you have posted a couple of more comments, but I'll be more than glad to assist you. You got my direct line, so we can actually discuss that in an setting, because we still have to do a lot to cover, guys. We're gonna be here at least another 45 minutes. I'm gonna give you a fair warning, because I know the explanation that Frank Salinas gave us about the process that he just showed us was a little bit extended, because as he wants to be completely through and make sure that you guys get the information. But now we're going to continue with a couple of questions, and I'm going to show you something really cool that I'm working on, and the team is really excited to announce. So let's go for another question for now, and I'm going to cover this one, Frank, because Tony asked, how can I add my PlaceIt mockup videos on my listings? GrooveKart doesn't give me the option to upload videos from my computer. I only see Vimeo and YouTube. Actually, Tony, you're completely right. When it comes to GrooveKart, and I'm going to show my screen now. Let me just get this out of the way. I'm going to start sharing my screen here, share screen. And I'm going to go to one of my stores here. I'm going to add to stream. Now Frank and I disappear. Let me show you in another store here, actually in my store. Not this one here. Let me go here to, okay, I think I lost you, Frank, for a second. But in the meantime, let me just load up my store, because I'm going to actually answer Tony's question. He says, how can I add my PlaceIt mockup video? And here in my store, let me just show you how I did it. I have, as you can see, I'm going to open my builder, but I'm going to also open my store here. And I actually only added the video that I created. I apologize, guys. I thought that I silenced my cell phone. I'm going to show you where you can place those videos. You want to make a product video for your product, definitely. So you want to take advantage of that fact that is actually from YouTube and Vimeo. Why? When it comes to showcasing your specific product, you want to do it in a public channel. Meaning you don't have the need to confine that video into, let's say, Groove Video. Why? Because you want to place it in a way that can be easily shared. Now, I'm not saying that the videos in GrooveKart, in Groove Video might not be shared, but in GrooveKart, since we're still working on the ability for them to grab them from Groove Video, you can actually place it in your YouTube channel and use that as a secondary hand kind of advertising. So you just, by default, you create the product video, and you can create with your same branding your video and actually showcase it in each product. In this case, by the way, guys, here, this video that you're looking at right now, it's on my page, and this video is actually from PlaceIt, and I just added by using the embed code in Groove Pages. I'm sorry, in GrooveKart. So let me just go to my builder editor here. And as you can see here, I just have this portion, which is my newsletter. And I dropped an HTML element. And I went to the settings, and I just dropped the code for my video. And where do I see my video? I just go here to my account. Let me just go here. I go to my Groove Video. I'm going to have too many open tabs, but I go to, I open Groove Funnels actually. Oh, I did close it. Let me just go here to Groove Video again. And I can show you where do I have my library. And this video is right here. So all that I did was I get the video and I copy the video player. So you copy this. You can upload those videos to your Groove Video account and use them anywhere else in your page. If you do general videos for your products, this is the way to go. So you want to keep everything in-house so nobody knows about your promo videos. But product videos, the videos that you create in your actual products that you want to add in your product. So let me just go back to the store here. Let me go back here. For example, if you want to create a video for this specific product, the video that was like over here, like this one here. I have this as a sample video. This video you want it in YouTube, simply because you will want to have another avenue to drive free traffic to your store. And that will be precisely that tool that you need. That is the advantage that you have. And of course, having the ability of adding your video from Groove Video is also an ability, which is actually being on the roadmap for the process and for everything else here in the platform. So I hope with that I answered your question. And now with that, I'm going to cover one other question, and then I'm going to move to what we need to talk about today. And a lot of people are actually expecting right at the top of the hour, which is the recurring charges. So let's take a look if there's any other question. How do we color? Mohammed asked, how do we, hey guys, is that a scarcity on product page, i.e. only 2 items left on update coming? Yes, there are a couple of scarcity tools in your apps, and I will show you at the end of the presentation. I want to take advantage as much as I can for the announcement that we need to make, and I'll make sure that we get this question, and I'm actually writing the time so I can backtrack. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do now is, and I have another 2 questions, but who's excited about learning the whole situation with recurring process? I mean, with recurring payments. I mean, I am, because I have a couple of ideas with stores, which I'm going to be using. So this will be definitely interesting. So I'm going to just keep it here. I'm going to close my other store that I just opened. Let me just close here, close Groove Video. I'm going to keep my account open here. This is the product. This is the page builder. And I'm going to open here Team 1. GrooveKart.com. And guys, so what we want to do now is 2 things. I'm going to show you a slideshow that I created earlier today in the importance about recurring charges. And I'm going to just bring it to the screen right now. So give me just 30 seconds here, and view, reading view. And here it is. I'm going to make sure that I bring it in here. Can everybody see clearly it's going to be 5 slides, guys, but I think it's important for us to understand what are recurring charges. Because a lot of people say, I want it, but very few people know what it really is. So right here, we're going to understand, what can I use this for? What can I use my recurring charges? Simple. If you have a physical product or a digital product. What do you mean, John? What do you mean I can use this for what? Simple. Oh, actually, I messed up the slides because there was a previous slide here. And because you can actually have people to create, or why everybody needs it, rather. It will provide the ability to charge your customers for products they need or want within a certain time frame without having to repeat the process. And pardon for the actual typo there within. That's it. You just need a system or a part of your platform that allows you to charge your customers without having them to repeat the process. What do we mean by that? They just put their credit card once, but they're going to get a product or a service every so often. Preferably products, because GrooveKart is designed for products, either digital or tangible or physical products, but you want to make sure that they don't repeat the process. A lot of the problems that we're seeing here in e-commerce in the past 2 years, specifically when everything happened, is that people don't want to go back to a place and order the same things that they need. So in a couple of places, in a couple of markets, the ability to charge your customers without having them to go back to your store has created a full set of new recurring revenue for companies. And we'll see that in a second. So let me just go to the next slide. What are the ideal products, guys? This is where it gets interesting, because before I do the demo, I'm going to give you ideas, because as always, we try to deliver as much value as we possibly can. And here is a couple of ideas that you can use recurring products. So I have 6 here in a specific products that I know you're taking notes already. Let's say you have a friend, or your daughter, your wife, your cousin, your sister. They know how to use candle or organic makeups or soaps, or even organic edibles. I mean, a lot of people are going to the whole organic and natural, movement, and they are looking for those products. Yet those are the pet food products, because guess what? Candles, they kind of just burned.
Mm-hmm.
They disappeared. They dissipate. After 30 days, your candle is gone. Guess what? Instead of having your customer and instantly just completely send them emails, hey, order your candle again, offer them something that they can just buy once and forget it. You pay every month for, let's say, 6 months, and you get a candle every month. The same thing with soaps, organic makeup, organic edibles. I mean, I know a lot of people on Etsy, and this is so important, guys, because a lot of people are spending a ton of money on Etsy trying to sell their products, and Etsy is taking most of their actual money because of the fees. So if you have a store with GrooveKart and you have somebody that, let's say, they create honey or they produce a very specific product, that it could be, let's say, soaps. A lot of people make soap. They find that very entertaining, and it's a passion that people can make a lot of money of. And for example, somebody mentioned just now vitamin vendors. Vitamin vendors, it's okay, but there's a problem with vitamins that a lot of people don't know. And I'd rather, as we try to deliver the good, we also have to deliver the not so good, which is vitamins and all these probiotics and all these supplements. It's a market that is high risk. It's a very high risk market. So if let's say you get away with Stripe and they allow you to process those type of payments, but if they cannot just get into you, then they might shut down your account. So you don't want to do that. But you want to make sure that if you have products like honey, for example, that is natural honey, or if you process, let's say, vegetables. I have seen people selling vegetables that are just organically grown. They pack them in a small couple of containers that are just plastic surrounded by ice, and they sell it to people. The same thing with soaps, with perfumes, things that you can do. It's a whole subsection of e-commerce that is a very interesting subsection that we will definitely be looking at, because this is a perfect product and the perfect part of our platform that will be helpful for them. In the other hand, we have everything that is uh, electronic. I wasn't about to say electric, but electronic. Anything that you can actually just like ebooks, PLR products, your own ebooks. Let's say you have a subscription. Let's say you're writing a novel and you want to create a way for people to buy your novel. They can download it via ebook, and you're going only in chapter 2. You're going to pre-sell the first 2 chapters for $9.99 and get the subsequent chapters for $1.30 for the next 12 months. Not only that will give you time to complete your novel, because you're going to have 30 days in advance to complete it if you haven't completed, but it also allows you to get what? Your customer information. If they decide to buy the first 6 months, the first month, or just a trial, the possibilities are endless. Gadgets or electronics. Why did I put this one in here? I mean, and I'm going to ask a question, because I know a lot of people are waiting for the demo, and I'm going to try to run through this. But how many times we have seen, and Frank, probably you have seen this as well, how many times we have seen offers of buy in bulk, buy this pallet of products, buy this pallet for $500, especially in TikTok, or if you go to eBay, or any of all other resellers that they sell in bulk.
Yeah.
When you have the ability to buy a pallet like that, and they say that pallet brings you 300 different products. It could be phone chargers, phone cases, chargers, maybe an iPad, maybe something like I don't know, covers, maybe those plastic covers for your cell phone, any kind of accessories for your phones, for your vehicle, for your pets, any kind of product like that that you can get your hands on. You can make something called the surprise boxes. And this is a concept that a lot of people know about. But if we do it in our own scale, then it will make a whole new world for us as a store owners. Why? Because if we create a subscription of a surprise box setting, let's say I'm gonna charge you $29.99, and you're gonna get a surprise box with 10 items. Let's say you bought that pallet for $300 and 150 items come in, or 200 items. You divide them, let's say, in 3 or 5 items. You make the numbers. Let's say the whole pallet costs you $300. You divide the cost. Every item costs you $2.50 or $3. So you divide that. You kind of just make the numbers. Each box, you can charge your customer, let's say, $15 or $19. Then you pack the 3 items in a small box. You charge $19. You made $10 per box, $13 per box, $20 per box, depending on what the items are. So the whole surprise box items have been around for years. But now with the power of what we have now, or distribution and shipping, we can make it happen. And now with this new part of GrooveKart that we have actually added for you guys, now is more closer to a reality. And the cool thing is that we're not charging you for this extra functionality. This comes with your membership. So unlike other or competitors that they charge you for this kind of functionality and they will ask you for more money. So this is one of the advantages. So now, right before the last slide, this is something that I want to touch base on because I got to make clear of something. What not to use this for. This functionality should never be used to take advantage for a service or product that you cannot or you are not willing to deliver. Why? Because it's simple principles. If you offer something to be delivered for 12 months, you send it for 12 months. Not only that will create a good sense of partnership between you and your customers, but also will help you to create a good base, because if they know that you deliver, they will feel confident recommending your store. Hence, using the new affiliate program that you have probably added to your store as well. So please do not use this if you're not intending to deliver what you promise your customers. So that's very important. Now, the last slide is demo time. So let's just do the demo right away. I am going to go to my store. Oopsie, don't save. Let me just here. Awesome. So this is just a store that we just created. And I am going to create a really cool store in 2 seconds before I jump into the demo. Let me just go back to the ad. Oh, actually, I made a mistake here. Let me go back. I have the builder here. I'm going to get to the home page. I'm going to create one product page. I'm going to use this template. So now we have the template. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to take a look at the store again because it's a simple template. I'm going to just create one product template because I'm just going to sell a candle. So let me just go back here. Did I save that? Save. Let's just wait a couple of seconds. All right, now it's actually going. So now I'm not going to go changing the logos, all that stuff, because we already changed it. The only thing that I'm going to change, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to put cool candles. And I'm going to change a couple of things here. Just probably this image. I'm going to replace it really quickly. I'm going to just delete this one. All of the new image. I'm going to go here to my downloads. I'm going to go here to this. I'm going to upload the image. And I'm going to click save. And that is it. Because it's going to be a single product, guys. You're going to use one candle. I mean, this is the example. And that's it. Because it's going to be a recurring service or a recurring option for your customers to send candle. Then you can actually change all this. I am not going to focus on this because we're not talking about this. It's going to be cool because I'm going to just have this as a candle service. I'm going to locate one candle provider and I'm going to make this a reality. So I'm going to have it here. Let's take a look at how it looks now. Perfect. Cool candles. Now let's just go to the meat of the situation. We're going to go here. I'm going to create a product. It works very simple, guys. We're going to create just a regular product. So let me just, actually, I'm here in the builder. I'm going to keep the builder. I'm going to go to my products. I'm going to delete all these products because I don't need this. Remember, we're going to just delete all these products. Now, hey, I'm not a robot, but I have no products here. So I'm going to create one specific product that, oh, actually, let's see if they delete it. Let's take a look. Oh, it's still here. So I guess, yes. Oh, because I pressed no the first time. Okay. Now that we're going to have a clean store, I'm going to add a new product. And here's what everything gets very cool, guys, because I want you to pay close attention. And I promise it will be in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to have here my cool candle. My cool scented candle. So it's a standard product because it's a regular product. It's not a digital product. It will be a digital if you have a product or a service that you're offering. I'm gonna have here candles. And then I'm gonna just create a category here. I'm gonna create candles. Let me just copy the category. Create the category name candles. I'm gonna create it. And it will be the main category. Don't forget when you're creating a product to make sure that you select the right category. So it's gonna be candles. Now descriptions. Just gonna create probably some text here, some text for my candle. Oop, it would be great if I know how to write the word candle. And I'm gonna copy the same description here. I'm gonna copy it a couple of times. Perfect. Now I am going to go here to the next step, save on next. We're not gonna touch settings or saves or SEO settings because we all know how to do that already. I'm just gonna focus on a couple of things. I'm gonna upload a couple of images here that I actually found here in my downloads. Let me see, where are they now? Candle cover mockup. Let's see, where is my candles? Right here. I just downloaded, put them somewhere, and I don't have them here. I just had them in my hand. Let me see. They might be in my desktop probably. Yes, of course, it has to be in my desktop. So I'm gonna have these 3 products here, these 3 images as my candle images, my candle samples. Now this is the cover. Let me add the last one here. All right. So now we have one. You know what? I'm gonna have these as the cover. Or whatever. Let me just do that. So now we have the images. Let me click save. Now we're gonna click save on next. Now here's where everything gets interesting, guys, because I can put the cost per item and the additional shipping fee, but I am not gonna do this because guess what? Right here is where we want to focus. Right now, everything here is about this guy, the recurring pricing. If you want this product to actually have that ability that you can send to your customers every month, this is the guy that you want to visit. You will have the option, and I'm going to make a new video for the recurring charges with the variants next week so we can actually touch base more on detail on how to create a store with multiple colors, sizes, things like that. But it's actually that is a recurring charging.
Yeah, and John, can you hear me?
Sure.
Okay, so here, just I wanted to add. So when you set this up, your product, as of right now, the way the recurring works, your product should be, if it is like John wants a candle, let's say candle club, right? You got a candle club. That price is for the club. So right now, I think eventually we'll have it to where you have a one-time and a recurring, but you'll see right now when John sets this up, this product will actually be for just recurring, and you'll see how that works in just a moment.
Yeah, actually, this part of the candle club, you know, they have options. Like somebody just mentioned Dollar Shave Club. They have different packages. So in this case, it's just a single candle. But you might want to offer within the same product several different candles, maybe 2, maybe 3, of course, at a higher price. But in this case, we're going to do a very simple product that actually is with a recurring charge. So let's say I'm going to call this my cool scented candle. But this one has a flavor. So let's say this is a strawberry. My sweet scented strawberry candle. Right? It will sound better. My cool strawberry scented candle, right?
Yeah. And as of right now, when you set up recurring, there isn't the feature to have the option of one-time price and recurring. So when you set this up, guys, for right now, we are going to add it, but this first variation doesn't have it, but it will be coming to where anything you set up here will be recurring. So, but the cool thing is you can do a monthly, you can do yearly, you can do all these different price plans in this. So
actually is ready, my friend.
Well, let's see. I don't know. I don't think it was, but we'll see.
It's actually here.
Maybe you're gonna. Okay, let's see.
Installment, recurring, or recurring installments. So it is ready.
Okay.
So this is actually, it's already, I already tested it. It's been proven. I spoke to Max this morning. So maybe this is what we're talking about. This is the same thing, but let me just show it. So
Sure, no problem.
strawberry strawberry scented candle, their plan description, you will receive a sweet strawberry every, let's say, 30 days. 30 days for, let's say, 6 months. Let's say you love this candle. There's people that love the very same flavor or smell of a candle, the same scent. So they will purchase these candles and they want to, like, you will receive a strawberry candle every 30 days for 6 months. So is it recurring? Is it an installments or recurring installments? So a recurring billing, which is a bill at a regular intervals of time. So the price for the billing, for the recurring, let's say it's a $9.99 candle. So how many months? You have weekly, every 2 weeks, monthly, every 2 months, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, or every 2 years. So the actual charge will be every month, right? So you can set it for 6 months, or actually, Frank, is that what you were referring to?
Yeah, I was referring to like you have the candle club. It's $24.95 a month or whatever. Or if
Right.
they want one candle, it would be $12.99. I didn't see it when I was glancing in here.
Right. No, actually, you can do that here. So in the recurring installments, you can say the same thing. You have this end of candle for $9.99. The interval is weekly, every 2 monthly. You get monthly charges for 6 months right here, and it's actually for every year or every 2 years.
Nice.
So you get that. Let's say you renew for 6 years, and then the next year you want to renew again. That's fine. And we probably add for another option here for another 6 months, let's say. So you see the number of installments must be at least no more than 1. So it's 6. Let's see if I can put 12 here, or 6. And even if you guys want to enable a trial, guys, you can do that. Let's say you want to start a trial for $10 or $9.99 or $2, and the trial period, you can every 30 days or whatever is what you need to set up.
This would be perfect right now. You just gave me an idea. This would be perfect if you're setting up like a PLR, digital product store.
Exactly.
Access as a trial for, let's say, 7 days, and they get to try it for $1 or something.
Correct.
And then
So
you renew at $19.95 a month.
Exactly. So, and then you just save the plan. So you get recurring installments, you get installments. You can actually change here. And then let's just do installments. Limited installments for regular intervals of time. So let's just do monthly for 6 months. I just wanted to show you that you have the option to do the recurring installments. So after the renewal time, you can wait certain time and then try to just have the charge again. In this case, we just want to make sure that every month for 6 months, your product gets charged $19.99. So this is pretty much what we have right now. And I'm going to click Save Plan. Now, save subscription plan. And that is it, guys. That's it. Your plan is ready. So now let's continue and let's just see how that product looks like. So we're going to click Save. And then we're going to click Save on Next. Oh, I'm missing something? No, I'm not missing something. So here, Save on Next. Let me see here. The project layout. I'm going to just leave it on the project layout number 4. Save on Next. Settings are updated. Now we're going to just make sure that review. So we're not going to go and spend any time on this because we already know how to do all this. So we're going to just click Finish and see how the product looks like in their store. And since I have already my store here right now, so let me just make sure that the product is displayed on the website everywhere and it's safe. Now let's preview the product. Let's see how it looks like. So you see right here, my cool scented candle. You have the pictures of the candle right here. $19.99 strawberry scented candle. It shows monthly installment 6. You will receive a strawberry candle every 30 days for 6 months. Simple as that. And you know what? Let me do something really quickly since we have the time. Let me just click exit here because the product is already created. So you can start playing with this already with your stores, guys. It is actually in the production area. So this is something that you can start testing. Just make sure that you test it yourself first before you release it to your stores. This was just a small presentation. We're going to have a more in-depth, more small presentation. I mean, a slow presentation in how to do everything step by step because there's more variants. But we wanted to cover something that we promised last week, which was the templates. And now this presentation of this functionality here in GrooveKart. So let me just do something here really quickly. This is the store. And I think I need to connect it to a product really quickly, but let me just do that here. Let me just go here to my builder.
Yeah, in the future upgrades and updates for this module, what we're going to have is you'll be able to have let's just say a t-shirt club where you set it up to where you set up the 12 products and they subscribe and it can send that order when you get that subscription on the second month. It sends them the second product that you chose. So you could choose the 12 shirts ahead of time, join our mystery t-shirt club, blah, blah, blah. They subscribe and they save $7 and they get free shipping. But at the same time, you're getting, let's say, $9 profit a month on each customer. And eventually you have 1,000 customers that could turn into some nice residual income.
Exactly. And not only that, but if you keep this idea going with several different products, it'll definitely start helping you scale your store a little bit faster.
Yes, because Dan Kennedy said, whoever spends the most to gain a customer wins.
Exactly. So now let me go here to the store because what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this thing here. I'm going to activate the payment gateways and I'm going to make sure that we do the test right here. I'm going to activate my test so I can enable the test payment. And I believe that I can do a process. So I'll show you how everything works. So now the test is activated. So now if I go here, I am going to go here. This is actually the store. I just added these buttons. So I am going to try to purchase this. So I'm going to go here. This was actually just send me to the store right here, to the product. So I'm going to add, my information here really quickly. I'm going to get it now. I'm going to put the card number 424242424242424242 0056 actually 005 and then any date after this 24 pay boom and what it will happen is it will process. It will actually just send you the email and I want to show you guys something really cool. You see, thank you for your order. Now, how do you see when this order happens? How do you manage this process? So you go back to your cart, you go back to your products, you go back to your actually orders, my orders, and guess what? It's not in your orders. Actually, it is. It's an order, but also guess what? You have also here in your subscriptions.
That's probably because it's a test mode. Probably.
Yeah, probably. But let me just check something here because I did mention that to Max this morning. And let me see. Oh, because it only shows that it's a subscription for the customer that purchased the order. But since this is a test product and we're going to do it with somebody going in and actually pay for it, then you will see it. But this is what you sold. So let me just see here on orders, my orders again.
Yeah, guys. And this is the first iteration. We're going to definitely take out anything. But from right now, if you had, let's say you make your own products and you wanted to do this, you could go make your product, put the photos, put in there the deal that they get. And then for right now, you could set up that same product as a standalone product and make it as a related product if you wanted to, or showcase it so that they could see, hey, I guess if I subscribe, I'm going to save money. So let me
Correct.
go
and now take a look at this because I just created my account to be a customer. So I can go here into my store again, and I'm going to see if I can log in because I believe I just got an email with a password. So give me just 1 second here because I just converted that as a password. And I see, let me just see here if I can get to that in a second. Now I'm going to go here to login. and I'm going to log in as a customer. So I believe I have an account here. This will be, I believe it's, yep. I think this is the password. Hopefully it is. It's not the right password. Give me just 1 second. Let me just, because I want to show you guys how it actually interacts with the, because I typed in the wrong email address. That's why. I'm going to retrieve the password really quickly. So I can log in into the account and show you how the subscription is showing to your customers. So give me 1 second while I do this. Let me go log in really quickly to my email. And while I do that, Frank, would you like to take another question here, maybe?
Yeah, let's see here. So let's see. What was the last person we answered? Related to recurrent pricing.
I think what's at 4:45 there was a question. If you want to scroll up and probably take a look at that, would be great.
Okay. Let's see. Let's just go here. Okay, let's go down. Let me find another one. Scarcity. Let's just show this one. Somebody said, Arista started adding TeeLaunch products. Notice the products' main pictures are too small. Is there a way to adjust the image? Yeah, that could be something. Let me just record. Let me just see. TeeLaunch images. That could be something they just need to tweak. And I will write this down so I can have our guys test that. Okay. This one, Tony, I have to go ahead and Eric, the owner, reached out to us and he told us after a leadership conference they have decided not to integrate with any other companies going forward. So he let me down nicely and he said, we really appreciate GrooveKart and Groove wanting to integrate. We were excited to do it, but after talking to basically his leadership, they want to grow their own platform and have anyone that wants to do business with ShineOn do it through their platform exclusively. That's their goal. So with that being said, there is no ShineOn integration as of last week. The owner texted me personally through my cell phone and let me know. So I got to respect their decision and just told him thank you for notifying me. So he was gracious enough to let me know. He didn't ghost me or anything like that. So that's it. Nothing we can do about that. So who knows? Who knows what could happen further on down the road? So.
And guys, as I mentioned to Frank, unfortunately, sometimes a lot of companies decide to take their own routes and make sure that they do their own things. So that doesn't mean that we don't have the ability to find another company that might have similar services. Actually, guys, I just found out my account. I just logged in, and here is the cool part. This is the as a customer, this is what your customers see. They see your information, my name, my last name, my email. Then I'm gonna go here again. And I'm going to take a look at my subscriptions. And why am I not in the subscriptions yet?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it has something to do with the fact that it was a test, and we need to.
Oh, yes, because I forgot that it was a test payment, so it will not be registered in the database.
What we'll do is we'll have the developers simulate so that you, as a test user, when you're doing it on your own, who knows when they will do that, but we'll have them do that simulation so you'll see that it is recurring.
Correct. Yes, because here you see here in these parts you can see the order reference and you see everything that is kind of just the way that it's supposed to show. But since it's probably a test, the subscription might not be activated as to the payment was not really registered. So we will make sure that that is updated. And in the next demo that we do, as I said, this was the very first demo that we did with the recurring payments. So we know that they're there. We know that we can create them. Now they're actually working. We just need to make sure that the process is completed once it's in a live setting when real money is transacted. So guys, that's it. I mean, I think who's excited to see this going on with different stores? I think at least, let me remove us from here. Let me bring us back on camera. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I think I'm really excited for this because it, as I said, it opens a whole new set of opportunities for members, for all our groupsters out there, to make sure that they can create more ideas.
I mentioned this on one of the other trainings before we showcased this a couple weeks ago, but I mean, it would take a little bit of work, but it would still be cool. Think about, like I mentioned the T-shirt club before. You could use somebody like Tscape, where the shirts are more affordable, so you get more of a profit for yourself. And this is something you could do. Let's say you do it for 2 months. You go and take a look, guys. Write this down. You go get 24 designs made. Let's say your store is about funny fishing shirts. Okay. So funny fishing shirts, you go get 24 designs, all different, quotes and stuff like, oh, I won't mention some, but there's a lot of funny ones. Okay. So, so you go and get those designs made, and then you go get something simple as Google Sheets, and you put the name of the design and then the image there for your VA, your virtual assistant. Once you start bringing in good sales, this is what you do. January of 2022 has this design. February has this design. Yes. March has this design. April has this design. And guess what? You get your designer. You can get somebody on Fiverr or somebody else, and they'll make a little collage of all the different designs. Or you get here's another way to do it. You get all 24 designs, you get them put on a mock-ups, and then you make a mini little video, 20, 30 seconds. Join our funny fishing gear mystery shirt club. Okay, I just made that up. Mystery shirt club.
Yeah.
And what do they get? They get free shipping and they save 20%. You come up with the number and you make it so that you account for your fulfillment. I know for a fact I believe the Gildan shirts at Tscape are $9 and then it's $3.50 shipping. So you fulfill them for $12.50. So then if they cost you $12.50, what can you offer that club for? And what you do is you offer it for a few bucks less. You give them free shipping, and you make the normal price be a couple bucks more so that you account for that. And it makes it look like a really good deal. And let's just say $7 is what you make profit of. So $12.50 plus 7 is what? $19.50. So you actually could sell it for, let's just say, $22.95. And let me just do real. I'm pulling out my calculator. So let's say $22.95 is your T-shirt of the month club, right? It's going to cost you $12.50. That leaves you $10.45 of profit after fees. Let's say $10. Okay. Now, normal price for your shirts are $27.95. So not only do they save $5, but they also get free shipping. You're making after fees about $10. Well, that doesn't sound too exciting, but let's just say, remember, you start making, let's say 1 out of 10 people take it. Or you actually advertise that offer directly. You could do this with, let's say, an Instagram or some sort of giveaway. Oh, by the way, we have a special T-shirt of the month club, blah, blah, blah. You can do all sorts of different marketing tactics, but you could promote that actual subscription box. $10 a month. Well, let's do the math, guys. Let's say you get 100 people subscribed and you can stay in there. This will last for a total of 24 months. Okay. Well, 100 people at $10, you're now at $1,000 residual income. Doesn't sound like a lot, but your goal is to get to 1,000. Now you got $10,000 in recurring revenue. So that now not only do you have a VA, you have an in-house designer that's popping out new designs. You have, you hired somebody to maybe do some email marketing campaigns. Right. You have some basic ones, but now you hired a copywriter who gave you a 90-day series that gets them coming back. And so now you have monthly cash flow that you can use to reinvest in your business and then get that 10,000 residual to 20,000, 30,000 residual. And it starts with something manual. Why do I say manual? Because you can go make a simple spreadsheet. This month is this design. April is this design. May is this design. So when John Garcia buys from me, he bought from me on March 31st, right? So John Garcia bought from me on March 31st. My VA knows to say, oh, we're in March. He ordered today. Oh, but he said he was a extra large. So I'm going to send him to John Garcia's address, the extra large, the design in my spreadsheet says it's this design. So then when that recurring comes through the next month, your VA checks. Oh, these are recurring. He rebuild. Oh, it's April. Oh, he gets this design, and they manually
fulfill that. Yeah.
You manually fulfill it. You can manually fulfill in Printful. You can manually fulfill in TeeLaunch. You can manually fulfill anywhere. So will it take a little bit of work? Yeah. But
yes.
You're getting recurring. You're getting recurring. So
and I think if you want to simplify that process, then again, there are sources out there that is just a matter of a phone call or an email to find a product. And I'm going to share my screen in a second as well, because the opportunities here, as just somebody mentioned, I believe it was Andrew Phillips, and I'm going to just highlight that comment again. Opportunities are endless. Teas, books, video games, guys. Just think about this, especially now that all the video games, all the vintage video games that you can get a hold of. If you sell the video game of the month, let's say you buy a pallet of old video games, you can actually just make so much money by investing $500 in a pallet for 100 or 200. You create 200 boxes. And remember, you do have the stock control in GrooveKart as well. So you know that you cannot sell more than the boxes that you have already allotted.
I got one more thing. Take a look. I'm from Texas, right? Y'all can tell from my accent. Texans love having Texas stuff when they're not at home, right?
That's true.
So I wear Texas shirts, and I'm sure New Yorkers are the same way. Californians the same way. If you live in Texas, you could start a GrooveKart store and just say, I love Texas, or I miss home, or home is where the heart is.com, whatever. I'm making that up. And then you could go to your local HEB or your local store that's in Texas, and you source a bunch of stuff that you can get low cost, right? You know, it's always on hand. So let's just say, wow, these stickers are $1 at the store that at the local place by me or whatever. And you can do a mystery Texas box. I'd pay $29.95 to get two random things from back home sent to me. And then you just go and you shop, and in March they get a Texas sticker and some HEB tortillas. I'm just making that up, right? And then in May they get an HEB coffee, right? That's the Taste of San Antonio. Some of you are laughing because you know what I'm talking about. And then they get, I don't know, something from Buc-ee's. They get a Buc-ee's t-shirt, right? And you know, if you're from Texas, you know what Buc-ee's I'm talking about. And actually in Florida and in Georgia, they got Buc-ee's now too. So they get just a little gift thing, and you already know. And I'm telling you, this is it. It's a manual thing, but you just set it up first in your spreadsheet. And then at first it'll be you or maybe your kids helping you. And then eventually you'll be an assistant helping you, where they're like, oh, we're in March the 31st. They get the HEB tortillas, and they get a Buc-ee's t-shirt, and they get a whatever.
A hat.
And those three things, they cost you $9.95 with tax. You're selling it for $29.95. Now you got a $20 residual income. So you go do the research first. Is it going to take work? Yes, but you're building residual income. So this could be something you're ongoing. You're planning it and mapping it out. And you could do that for almost anyone, anywhere. So you could target New Yorkers. Like here in Florida, almost everyone I talk to is from New York, right? So you could make a mystery box, for New Yorkers if you live in New York State, and you can package little things together, and they get a random little gift pack for $34, $39, $49.95. If you're charging more, then make it more valuable, and then you just show them some of the things. They don't even have to see all of them. So they don't know what they're getting, but they just know they miss home and they don't get to go back that often. Like me, I go back every 90 days or so, sometimes every 120 days. So I would probably subscribe to something like that, where I get some stuff from home that I miss. And there you go. And you keep track of when John Garcia buys from me in March, he doesn't know that I have what he's getting already in a spreadsheet, and he doesn't
Right.
know that I already have
Exactly.
it in a spreadsheet what he's getting in April. So anyway, that's enough about that. So
Yeah,
just think about it.
there's many, and you know what? I think this whole situation, it grants for a full hour
Yeah.
of how to ideate the perfect surprise box, and I think we should work on one of those and make sure that we do a full presentation with resources. Because guess what, guys? There's many resources, and I'm going to show you one of them because Frank and I always try to deliver something with content, and I'm just adding the screen here because this company, we have no relationship. There's no affiliation whatsoever here, but I've used it in the past. This company helped me greatly 20 years ago when I started bringing into the United States all the antennas and all the stuff that I actually did. It was not the same company back then, but this company came to be because they had a lot of products from different manufacturers, and they actually offer that in an auction level. And what you do here, you actually come in and you can actually check what do they have, and tools, shoes, designer boots, and footwear. Let's say you decide to do a surprise shoe box. You buy all these shoes for, let's say, $420. There's close to, I believe it says 83 pairs of shoes for $410. And mixed brands, the retail value is $8,000, right? You're gonna get it for, let's say, 400, let's say $500. Unfortunately, this is a bid situation, but they offer others that you can buy straight through. So let's say you win this bid for $500. It's 83 pairs. You divide the 83 by 500. So how much will it will be the cost per product? Let me just make the math really quickly. So you spend 500. Let's say shipping is like $50. So your total is 550 divided into 83 pairs of shoes. So each pair is $6. $6 a pair. You send two pairs for $29.99. For $30, you made $27. Done. And you charge $3 in shipping because you don't necessarily have to send the same boxes. You can actually just put it in bags. I mean, most of these situations, the surprise box come in bags, believe it or not. I bought surprise bags, and it could be done with anything. It could be done with shoes, with tools. I mean, in this case, we're looking at a lot of things that we can take advantage of this portion of GrooveKart. Magnificent thing is you're not paying extra for any of these. You're actually, this functionality comes at you entirely for free. Even if you have a free store right now, even if you're a free user, you get this ability to create a store like this, to create the recurring charges. So take a look at this. It's actually called liquidation.com. I'm going to probably drop the link in the bottom. Take a look at that website. Just play with it. Make sure that you get more information if you're interested to actually get into the wholesaling product, because then this is the perfect opportunity to start building something that you can use for your GrooveKart and your recurring charges or the recurring subscription models. So, guys, I think we do have a couple of questions here. Let's say, do you have any affiliate program? Yes, we do. We do have affiliate programs within GrooveKart as well to promote your own products, Zachary. So we do have that as well. It is actually in our affiliate section. In also, I believe it's in products. Let's see. Shannon says, well, this is worked well for me since I design and mark t-shirts. I started to try it out. Perfect. So you can actually have a surprise t-shirt of the month or surprise hoodie. And the cool, and I think one of the greatest things and the ability that we have is that we can mix and match products with different sources and with so many different ideas that is kind of great. So, guys, I think we don't have any other questions. I think we're just going to wrap it up. Let me just remove this out of the screen here. And, guys, I know we passed the mark to the 5:30. We kind of just went over the 18 minutes, but I think they were worth it. I hope you guys have fun today. That's the whole idea, what we learned. But with that said, we're going to just wrap it up, and we're going to see you next Thursday at 4 p.m., where we're going to continue our quest to make sure that you use and you start the use of your GrooveKarts. And we're going to have another raffle. I'm not going to tell you what it is because Anthony, last week, he won a domain, and I know he's going to just do that store because we want to make sure that we get you going. Most important thing is, like, you have a powerful tool in your hands. Use it. Don't let it sit there. Don't start procrastinating. What am I going to do? Am I going to start with a funnel? Am I going to start with a page? Am I going to start with a store? The easiest way to start getting your hands into e-commerce is by doing it. Don't let others make all the money. So let's just get into the action. And Frank, any wrapping words at this?
I'm just interested to see who takes this subscription model that we have available now and does something with it. And would be excited to eventually. What we're going to just start doing is like Alexander has something where higher dollar amounts, or someone that sets up a subscription mystery box club. Do it and then let us know. And if you're making sales and you're building a business with GrooveKart, let us know, because we'd love to have you on and interview you and have you share what's been working for you. Because eventually, those of you watching right now, eventually a percentage of you will be on live with us, and we're going to have you share with the Groove community what's been working for you, so that you can pay it forward. And it'll just keep going, where we are here to help one another, because when it comes down to it, as humans, we're here for one another, and we want to see you win, and we want you to win as fast as possible with Groove.
Cool. Frank, I just got a message here. Darrow said that he had a question. Can you add a section under my products to show the SKU number and prices? To see the prices, I have to open each product. Also, can you add a button that allows to download the view all of the products in PDF and Excel for easy tracking and see what products we have properly to manage? Actually, you can. You can actually use that, the export and import manager. You can import now products. And Darrow, let me just show you really quickly. And guys, I'm sorry that I just jumped in this, because Darrow thought that we will be ignoring his question, and I didn't see this one, even though it was a big question. Let me just bring it into the screen right now here, and I'm going to show you here in my store. Let me just see if I didn't close anything here yet. So bear with me 1 second. Let me just bring the account again. It will be just a second there. I'll be more than glad to give you that explanation here. I'm going to bring my store here again. And so you said that you needed something that under your products to show the SKU number and prices. So if you have a list of products, so you have the ability to do this. Let me just go here to my stores. And you have something called, let me just do this here in the theme one that we were just working on. You have something called the import and export tool. So you can import and export. Let me just go here to the apps, app manager. You have this thing right here. So you can import your product tool. So you can actually get this working, and you have the ability to upload the file. So you can actually download a file that is a sample file. Let me just show you how a file works. So you have this kind of information here. Let me just put it in here. I'm going to open it anyways. And with this file, you can actually import all the SKUs, the product, the items. So let me just show you here the file, something like this. So as you can see, you have the product ID, all the SKUs, and I hope this is what you were looking for, because we do have that ability. So you can import it or export it. So let's say you need to bring more a store, let's say you have products from Shopify or any other competitor that need to be imported to your GrooveKart. You can use a very similar format and then map the actual columns, so you can import everything to your store and vice versa. So you do have the ability to manage everything via CSV. So I think this kind of answers your question, and we do have that ability under that import and export tool.
And as far as under my products, I guess what he'd like to see is in the columns, he can't see the SKU for that product or the price. Now, in the future, I don't know, it could be the end of the quarter, end of the year, I should say, where you can actually toggle and add rows, so I can say, well, I want to know what the inventory is. Maybe we'll have a place where you can see inventory, you can see the price, and you can see the SKU. So like, let's say someone's helping you, you can quickly glance. But that would probably not to the end of the year, where we can add what shows up on each row of each product.
Right. And guys, one of the things that Frank and I have been talking about is, as he said, we want to have you guys in these moments, in this presentation, in these lives, because at the end of the day, our community grows only by seeing something happening. So we're kind of just working together with Frank in creating a little bit of a challenge for all of you guys. We're gonna announce that soon, and we're gonna have a very cool interaction with you. We're gonna see your stores. We want to see how your progress is, and during that progress, I think we did this. I believe it was 2 years ago. We called it the GrooveKart Challenge, and we had one person create a store, but we were step by step creating with them, and that interaction was great. But a lot of people got a lot of knowledge, but we never saw the results. And I know a lot of people have great results, but now we're going to just enjoy that process with you guys. So we're going to have an announcement pretty soon to make sure that the interaction goes both ways, and we can have you here with us and can I just show you your stores. I mean, show us your store, and your story, your store and your stories. So guys, with that said, I am going to say adieu, Mr. Salinas. Alejandro says, thank you guys. Awesome presentation. We appreciate that, Alejandro. It was great today. We got to show you a couple of features. So let's get going, my friends. You have a great day. Oh, hold on. Daryl has another question. Do you add a tracking order for customers to track once a purchase is made until delivery? Oh, let's just do that. So Daryl, and guys, I'm sorry I'm taking a little longer, but I want to make sure that Daryl gets his questions answered.
I saw somebody ask about Icon. I did talk to Randy the other day, so he had some other stuff going on because Shopify changed their integration as well as Etsy and Amazon. So they've been scrambling around with his development team to adjust to all those changes. But he said, yes, we got to get this going. I said, of course, my members are asking. So actually I did speak to him. So that is on the table. That is happening. Unfortunately, ShineOn is not, but Icon Ecom is.
It is happening. So just like TeeLaunch, guys, remember, we can win some, we can lose some, but the most important part that the ones that are actually with us, we're going to be winning with them, because now TeeLaunch decided to join us. Now Ecom Icon is gonna be here with us, and a couple of other companies that we want to make sure that are actually usable for you. So Daryl, here it is. So you needed to find a way. Where do you put the actual tracking number for customers when the purchase is made until delivery? So this is the order, right? I made this order. You go here to the view. You view the order. Let me see right here. And you see the payment here. Let's say the customer. And you see here the order notes and the product. So this is what it was ordered. And I believe that if I click here in the product, I'm sorry, no, this is not the right. Let me just exit here. It's
order detail, I believe.
Yeah, order details. Yeah, I
sure.
just.
And it could be because we did not set up shipping on here, and it has a little field for. But we'll check right now. In the meantime, somebody asked where I'm at. I'm from Houston. When I visit family, I'm in Houston. So you're back in the product. Yeah, it's thinking it's going back. I think it's hit the back button one more time.
Yeah, let me just go back here to this.
And then go back into the order. It should take you right back to the order. There we go. And then
no, it's taking me. I don't know why it's taking me to the product. Hold on. Let me just close the product. I see the product. Let me just go to the orders. To orders right here. Then I'm gonna go here to view. It will be to order details, right? Right here, status, delivered, processing progress, refunded, shipped. Is this what you were actually?
Yeah, I mean, there should be a field for you to enter the shipping. You click on shipped. I think it lets you actually.
Yeah, update status. It will. Yeah, the tracking number will be here in edit details. You see edit details. So here's the order, Daryl. So let's say this customer made the order. This is the product when the order was made. You need to add the tracking number. You click edit details. Then you drop the tracking number here, and then you click update. So I'm gonna just, let's say this one just for fun. I'm gonna update. So the system will send an email to me in a second that, hey, this product was shipped out under this tracking number. And as you can see, it updates the tracking number.
And in the shipping, you want to make sure in the shipping settings you have the default tracker that we use. It works pretty much for any carrier, which is, let me give you the name. It's called 17track. It's 17track.net. So if you put it in the format of their URL equals, and then the @ sign, I think I covered that in one of the trainings, where if you put that in your shipping, when you set up your shipping, that will come through and it would be hyperlinked. When the email goes out, they can click it and it'll take them to view the tracking. Now, if you're using somebody specific like UPS, then you would actually set up that shipping method so that you can actually add a UPS link, things like that.
Awesome. All right, guys. I think there's no more questions. So we appreciate the time that you spent with us today. Let me remove this right here. And we made it. It's official. So we took 2 hours today, but we covered 2 incredible new features. Well, one new incredible feature and another great incredible process for saving time. So, guys, let's see you guys next week. I appreciate the time you spent today. Again, as I said, Frank, as always, it's been a pleasure, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow at the office. We're going to keep a couple of things working so we can keep surprising our users, okay?
Yeah. So thank you, guys. Salutations, and we'll see y'all later from Boca. And we'll be on the next training next Thursday. We're excited. Those couple little things that I noticed with the template for Printful, that'll be taken care of. And we look forward to seeing you on the next training. Do something, though. Don't wait. We already have all sorts of powerful things that have been working for already over 2 years. Use what we have and run with it. And then you start making sales, hey, we'll bring you on and interview you. So.
Let us know. All right, guys. Have a great day and have a great rest of the week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.